India is home to an incredible diversity of bird species, making it one of the top 10 countries in the world for avian richness. Covering just 2.2% of the world's landmass, India harbors about 12.5% of global bird species. This remarkable variety is shaped by the country's unique geography, climate, and ecological history. From the towering Himalayas to the lush western Ghats and from arid deserts to vibrant wetlands, every region supports its own unique bird life. In this video, we'll explore the definitive checklist of Indian birds, understand how it was compiled, and why it's so important for ornithology and conservation. National Bird Checklist is more than just a list. It's a scientific tool that helps standardize taxonomy, nomenclature, and communication among ornithologists, birdwatchers, and conservationists. Without a reliable checklist, the number of bird species in India has long been debated, with different sources offering varying counts. The India checklist aims to resolve this by providing a peer-reviewed, systematic, and regularly updated baseline of the country's avifauna. It ensures that only species with well-corroborated records are included, making it a trustworthy reference for research and policymaking. Journey to a definitive Indian bird checklist spans over a century and a half. Early efforts began with Edward Blyth's 1850s checklist, followed by T.C. Jordan's monumental works in the 1860s. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw further contributions from A.O. Hume, Eugene Oates, William Blanford, and E.C. Stuart Baker, whose handbooks and lists became foundational references. Over time, advances in taxonomy and the arrival of modern field guides have continually reshaped our understanding of India's avifauna. Each generation of ornithologists has built upon the work of their predecessors, leading to the comprehensive checklist we have today. Bird taxonomy has evolved rapidly, especially in the last few decades. The India checklist follows the taxonomy and species sequence of the Howard and more complete checklist of the Birds of the World 4th edition, a globally respected standard. This ensures consistency with international authorities like BirdLife International, Clements eBird, and the IOC. By aligning with these standards, the checklist not only reflects the latest scientific consensus, but also makes it easier for Indian ornithologists to communicate with the global birding community. Not every bird reported from India makes it onto the checklist. The compilers use a strict hierarchy of evidence to validate each species' presence. The strongest evidence is a museum specimen, followed by validated photographs or videos, audio recordings, well-documented live or dead specimens, and finally detailed field observations. Only species with records that meet these criteria are included. This rigorous approach ensures the checklist's scientific integrity and reliability. India checklist covers the entire political territory of India, including its exclusive economic zone, EEZ, extending 200 nautical miles from the coast. This is crucial for including pelagic and oceanic birds that are often recorded far offshore. In cases where EEZs overlap with neighboring countries, the median line is used as the boundary. This comprehensive approach ensures that all birds reliably recorded within India's jurisdiction are counted. Create the checklist. The authors built a master database of all bird species and distinct subspecies known or hypothesized to occur in South Asia. They annotated each entry with details like record dates, locations, evidence type, and references. This database draws from major works like the Handbook of the Birds of India and Pakistan, regional field guides, and recent reports. The process involved extensive literature review, consultation with experts, and even direct communication with original observers to verify records. Species are rare or have questionable records in India. The checklist team reviewed all such cases, gathering every available piece of evidence from published reports to museum specimens. They also published a series of rarity reviews focusing on problematic groups like seabirds and waterfowl. Only species with sufficient corroborated evidence are included, while doubtful or unconfirmed species are listed separately in an appendix. This transparent process helps maintain the checklist's credibility. Using the right English names for birds is a delicate balance between global consistency and regional familiarity. The India checklist primarily adopts names from the Howard and Moore list, but makes changes for about 10% of species to better suit Indian usage. Alternative names are provided for cross-reference, but the checklist recommends using the primary names for clarity. This approach respects both international standards and local tradition. Checklist follows specific rules for forming English names, such as capitalizing both parts of compound names, using British spellings, and retaining diacritical marks for personal or place names. Eponyms always take the possessive case, and hyphens are used only when necessary. These rules help maintain clarity and consistency across the entire list, making it easier for users to understand and communicate about Indian birds. Last decade has seen an explosion in birdwatching activity across India. Modern field guides, affordable binoculars, and digital photography have empowered thousands of new birders. Online platforms like eBird have made it easy to share sightings, and India now ranks third globally in daily checklist uploads. This surge in citizen science is helping to document bird diversity more thoroughly than ever before, leading to new discoveries and additions to the checklist. Despite centuries of ornithological study, new bird species continue to be discovered in India. Since 1948, 6 entirely new species have been described, and many more have been added to the country's bird list through expanded fieldwork and improved identification. Recent additions include the Himalayan forest thrush and white-browed crake, among others. The checklist is regularly updated to reflect these new findings, ensuring it stays current and relevant. India checklist is organized taxonomically, following the sequence of orders, families, genera, and species. Each entry includes the English name, scientific name, author, and year of description, and alternative names where relevant. Notes and endnotes provide additional context, such as taxonomic clarifications or references to primary sources. This structure makes the checklist both comprehensive and user-friendly. Checklist recognizes 1,263 bird species in India, representing 23 orders, 107 families, and 498 genera. This accounts for about 12% of the world's bird species, 64% of global avian orders, 45% of families, and 21% of genera. The most diverse order is passeriformes perching birds, which makes up over half the species. Other significant groups include ducks, raptors, waders, and woodpeckers. All the birds recorded in India, 61 species are endemic, meaning they are found nowhere else in the world. Another 134 species are near-endemic, either restricted to the South Asian region or breeding only in India but wintering elsewhere. These unique birds are of particular conservation concern and highlight the importance of India's diverse habitats. Among Indian birds, some families stand out for their diversity. Chats, robins, and flycatchers Muscicapitae are the most species-rich, followed by raptors, Accipitridae, and laughing thrushes Laethricidae. Ducks, geese, waders, gulls, woodpeckers, finches, and warblers also have significant representation. Interestingly, some globally diverse families have only a few species in India, reflecting the country's unique biogeography. Certain bird genera are especially prominent in India. For example, Calidra stints and sandpipers, Sacercus leaf warblers, Garrulax laughing thrushes, and Turdus thrushes each have over 15 species represented. These genera contribute significantly to the country's bird diversity and are favorites among birdwatchers for their variety and beauty. Reliable checklist is essential for conservation planning. It helps identify which species are truly present, which are threatened, and where conservation efforts should be focused. Without an official list, estimates of threatened species can vary widely, undermining policy and action. The India checklist provides a scientific foundation for protecting the country's avian heritage. Bird taxonomy and distribution are constantly evolving as new research emerges. The India checklist is designed to be dynamic, with regular updates reflecting new discoveries, taxonomic changes, and user feedback. Each version is clearly numbered and made available online, ensuring transparency and accessibility for all users. Checklist is user-friendly with columns for serial number, English name, scientific name, and alternative names. Orders and families are clearly marked, and endnotes provide additional information where needed. Whether you're a researcher, birdwatcher, or policymaker, the checklist is a practical tool for identifying and referencing Indian birds. To help users understand the checklist, a glossary explains important terms like adjectival qualifier, eponym, phylogeny, rarity, and species limits. These definitions clarify the scientific language used in ornithology and make the checklist accessible to a wider audience. The checklist uses a range of abbreviations for museums, organizations, and reference works. A detailed list of these abbreviations is provided, along with a comprehensive bibliography. This ensures that users can trace the sources of information and understand the context of each record. Each species entry in the checklist includes the English name, scientific name, author and year, and alternative names. For example, the fulvous whistling duck is listed as Dendrocygna bicolor, Violat, 1816, with large whistling teal as an alternative name. This format is consistent throughout the checklist, making it easy to find and cross-reference species. India's endemic birds are a source of national pride and conservation focus. Species like the Nilgiri wood pigeon, Andaman teal, and Himalayan forest thrush are found nowhere else on Earth. Protecting these unique birds is a key goal for Indian ornithologists and conservationists. India is a vital stopover and wintering ground for many migratory birds. Species like the Siberian crane, bar-headed goose, and various sandpipers travel thousands of kilometers to reach Indian wetlands and grasslands. The checklist helps track these seasonal visitors and monitor their populations. Many Indian birds are globally threatened, including the great Indian bustard, forest owlet, and white-bellied heron. The checklist provides an authoritative list of which species are present and their conservation status, supporting efforts to protect these rare and endangered birds. India's diverse habitats, from Himalayan forests to coastal mangroves, support a wide range of bird species. Each habitat has its own specialties, such as the Western Ghats' endemic laughing thrushes or the Andaman Islands' unique woodpeckers. The checklist reflects this ecological richness. Citizen science platforms like eBird have revolutionized bird monitoring in India. Thousands of birdwatchers contribute sightings, helping to update the checklist and discover new records. This collaborative approach strengthens the scientific foundation of Indian ornithology. Modern field guides, such as those by Grimmett, Inskip, and Kazmirczak, have made bird identification accessible to everyone. These guides, along with the India checklist, provide essential tools for both beginners and experts to explore the country's avifauna. Museum specimens play a crucial role in validating bird records. Collections in institutions like the Bombay Natural History Society provide physical evidence for species, presence, and support taxonomic research. The checklist relies on these collections for its most robust records. Online databases such as Avibase and the South Asian Ornithology Bibliography offer extensive resources for bird research. They complement the India checklist by providing access to global and regional data, references, and distribution maps. The checklist team has published detailed reviews of rare and problematic species, especially seabirds and waterfowl. These reviews involve extensive research and expert consultation, ensuring that only well-documented rarities are included in the official list. India's vast size and ecological diversity mean that bird species composition varies greatly by region. The checklist helps document these regional differences, supporting local conservation efforts and regional field guides. The India checklist is the result of collaboration among ornithologists, birdwatchers, museum curators, and international experts. This teamwork ensures that the list is comprehensive, accurate, and reflects the latest scientific knowledge. A standardized bird checklist is essential for environmental policy, education, and public awareness. It provides a reference for government agencies, NGOs, and educators, helping to promote bird conservation and appreciation across India. Compiling a national checklist is not without challenges. Issues include taxonomic disagreements, incomplete records, and the need for ongoing updates. The India checklist addresses these by being transparent, peer-reviewed, and open to revision as new data emerge. Advances in technology, from digital photography to online databases and mobile apps, have transformed birdwatching and ornithological research. These tools make it easier to document, identify, and share bird records, contributing to the accuracy and completeness of the checklist. India's birdlife is closely linked to global avian diversity. Many migratory species connect India to distant regions, and the checklist aligns with international standards to facilitate global research and conservation collaboration. The India checklist is a living document, constantly evolving as new discoveries are made and taxonomic knowledge advances. Future updates will continue to refine the list, incorporate user feedback, and reflect the latest scientific research. Birdwatchers and researchers can contribute to the checklist by submitting well-documented records, photographs, and audio recordings. Participation in citizen science projects and sharing data with the ornithological community helps keep the checklist accurate and up-to-date. The checklist is a valuable resource for schools, universities, and nature clubs. It supports environmental education, inspires young birders, and fosters a deeper appreciation for India's natural heritage. By making the checklist freely available, the authors hope to encourage widespread use and learning. The India checklist is the result of contributions from many individuals and organizations. Ornithologists, birdwatchers, museum staff, and international experts all played a role in compiling and reviewing the list. Their dedication and expertise have made this resource possible. India checklist is more than just a list. It's a scientific foundation for ornithology, conservation, and education in India. By providing a reliable, up-to-date, and accessible reference, it supports research, guides policy, and inspires a new generation of bird enthusiasts. The checklist is a testament to India's rich natural heritage and the collaborative spirit of its ornithological community. The India checklist is freely available online in multiple formats, including PDF and Excel. Users can download the latest version, check for updates, and explore extended data. This open access approach ensures that everyone, from researchers to hobbyists, can benefit from this valuable resource. India's birds are a source of wonder, beauty, and scientific discovery. The India checklist celebrates this diversity and provides a foundation for its study and protection. Whether you're a seasoned ornithologist or a curious beginner, the checklist invites you to explore, learn, and contribute to the ongoing story of India's avifauna.